My name's Dylan.
Too far.
All right, nice to meet you. So let's get started. Tell me your origin story. When did you get started at the gym and why?
When I got started at the gym, I would say it was around 2 years ago. Before like working out 2 years ago, I was never really the type to ever like exercise at all. Like that was really like when I turned 19 was my first time ever really picking up a weight. Before that, I was like pretty overweight for like my entire life. So I would say it was about 2 years ago. I read this book that just like really inspired me to get into the gym. And
Awesome.
since then, I've been pretty consistent with it.
What are some of your favorite fitness routines?
Favorite routines? Definitely my favorite day to go in is definitely chest day, just because I feel like that's the most like prominent muscle on my body that I notice the most. So when it comes to like routines, like definitely chest day is my favorite. And then my second favorite would be back, because I just feel like in general, most people like working their upper body more than their lower body, because I mean, you can't even see my lower body right now, you know? So yeah.
Is it easier to start or maintain?
I would say it's definitely easier like to maintain for sure. I feel like starting is probably the hardest, because whenever I take like a break or a couple of days off, it's extremely hard to go back in, because when you don't work out a lot and then you go in, you feel like super sore. Like, you know what I mean? So like whenever I take like maybe 3-4 days off and I go back in, like the day after is always hell, because I'm like, my body's just in pain, you know? So I would definitely say just like maintaining is the easiest part. And once you're going, just keep going.
All right. Were there any points where things felt doubtful or hopeless, and how did you work through those moments?
Definitely. There were definitely moments like in my journey where like, because a big thing I struggle with is definitely diet, you know, because I am pretty consistent with my weight training and just like cardio in general. But like when it comes to diet, that's always something I've struggled with. So I would say there's been times where my diet's been really bad, and it kind of demotivates me from going to the gym, because it's like, why am I going to the gym if I can even, you know, keep my diet right? But I would say I probably got through those moments just by seeing progress, because when you first start off, you see a lot of progress like off rip instantly, but as time goes on, you don't really see that progress as much, you know. So I would definitely see like every couple weeks or every couple months where my arm's looking bigger, my chest is looking more defined. That's when I have, you know, my most motivation and confidence, and I'm like, okay, I got to keep going.
What are some of the common pitfalls that people fall into with regards to fitness?
I would say just like comparing their body to other people's, because everyone, you know, has different metabolisms, and everyone's like body like in general just looks different, you know what I mean? Because I have a friend, he never really like works out at all, but he has 6-pack abs, his chest is super defined, you know? And it's like, it's easy for me to like compare myself to him. Oh, he has a 6-pack and he doesn't even work out, blah, blah, blah. But the thing is, like, that's his body, you know what I mean? That doesn't mean he's healthy, because he's eating McDonald's, Cane's, and all kind of, you know, unhealthy foods. And just because it's not like showing on his body doesn't mean he's not feeling the unhealthy effects, you know what I mean? So I definitely say a lot of people just like compare their body to other people's own, and that's not a good way to go about it.
All right. What was the weirdest thing that happened at the gym?
The weird thing that happened in the gym, definitely I went in the bathroom when this dude was just in there like butt naked. I don't know why people do that. I mean, I don't know why people do that. Like, put some clothes on if you're gonna, you feel me? I can't believe like you're that comfortable being naked in a locker room, but around a bunch of men. But yeah, I would say that's like the where I'm like, what's going on?
Do you have any words of advice for people who are starting their own fitness journey?
Honestly, just learning to like love and enjoy the gym, because that's the only reason I go so consistently. Because I mean, if I didn't enjoy the game, and if that wasn't somewhere, you know, I like to be, I would like probably never go. Like most of the time I kind of have to like stop myself or force myself to take a break from the gym, just because like being physical and a bunch of physical activity just gives me like a lot of endorphins. So I would say if you can just somehow find a way to fall in love with the gym, I would say that's like your best bet, because if you're forcing yourself to go to the gym every single time, it's going to be really, really hard to maintain. So you got to find a way to enjoy it.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you very much.
All right. Yep.
Yeah. This was a great
All right. I
interview.
appreciate you having me, man.
Yep.
All right.
No problem. Thank you.
All right, yeah.